conversation. All right? So, some of you will be somewhat aware of what I'm talking about. Some of you will be more aware of what I'm talking about than others. Okay? So if you're kind of clueless as to what I start talking about, just bear with us and just pay attention, and it'll be explained to you. And then again, some of you will know exactly what I'm talking about because you're more involved in the discussion than others. So, a few weeks ago, you know that Sam has his shirt that he likes to wear, the Asian is not Oriental, okay? And so a few weeks ago, I asked Sam about his t-shirt. What does that mean? What's the difference between Asian and Oriental? And kind of we're having a discussion, and it was more this kind of group over here that was having the discussion. So some of you, that's why I said some of you might not be fully aware of the whole situation. And so we kind of were looking things up online and whatnot about it. And at the time, I was making some jokes about I don't remember everything that was said. Sam might remember better than me. Some of the other people maybe remember better than me. But one of the things I do remember was we were saying that if you live on the continent of Asia, then that would make you Asian. And I said, well, then it would not make Russians Asians because they live on the continent of Asia. And some people, we were like, no, that's not true. We were kind of sort of joking, but kind of like, well, isn't that sort of serious at the same time, like, live on the continent of Asia. And again, I don't remember everything else that was said, so I may have said some other things that were not funny at that point in time to Sam and maybe others. And so after that, I don't remember if I said to Sam, what is it? Oh, about once a week, probably. Okay? I personally do not remember saying anything else to Sam about the shirt until last week. Sam may remember differently. I may have made a comment here or there. I honestly do not remember. Okay? If I did, I apologize. But last week, when you guys were working on the packet, Sam had the shirt again, and I came over and I made a comment to Sam about I was going to get a shirt that said, I don't remember exactly what I said, but Oriental is Asian. I don't remember exactly, but one of those phrases. Either way, not appropriate for me to have said to Sam. I thought we were on a different level than we were with it. So when you guys have learned in advisory about intent versus impact, my intent was different than the impact. It clearly had a different impact on Sam than what I was intending. I thought we were in a different place with it. I was wrong. Sam made it very clear to me that day that I was wrong. Sam got very serious, told me very seriously, that's not funny. I recognized that right away, that I had crossed the line with Sam. And so I apologized to Sam right then and there, and I told him, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or upset you. I said, I won't do it again. I walked away. Is that pretty accurate so far? I walked away. Okay? After, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, I came back to Sam, and I said to Sam, I said, hey, I apologize again. I didn't mean to upset you or go too far. I said, probably not my exact words, but you correct me if I am wrong. And I said, I crossed the line. I will not say it again. I also thanked him for telling me that I had crossed the line, like letting me know that I went too far. If he had said it earlier and I missed it, I apologize, I missed it. He definitely made it clear that time, and I definitely recognized it, and I thanked him for telling me and making sure that it was clear to me that I had crossed the line. And again, apologized to him and said I wouldn't do it again. You want to add to that?
You were saying that you just thought he was joking.
Right, I thought I was joking. Again, my intent was different than the impact. Okay? Now, he's made it very clear to me that it's not okay for me to make a joke or say anything about it in any negative form. And so if I continue to do that, what am I doing? I'm bullying and harassing him. Okay? Now, are you all aware now that it's a sensitive topic for Sam and he doesn't want it to be joked about? So if you also then say something to Sam, what are you doing? Bullying and harassing him. We all know that this is not okay now. We know, like some people, maybe you could joke about that, and they don't care. Obviously, this is a hot topic, and we're all aware of it now, including myself, and so we need to make sure that we are not saying anything about it, okay? So, I crossed the line with Sam, and again, if he made it clear earlier or thought he made it clear, I missed it. Definitely made it clear the other day. I did not miss it, okay? And I apologize to Sam at least a couple of times, okay? I hope that Sam and I are okay now. I understand a little bit better, like why this is an issue. Is it time already? I think so. I thought we were at 20. Work period 11:20. Dawn. We got like 10 minutes. Thank you. I'm kind of serious, so I'd like you to pay attention. Dawn. Thanks. So, please correct me or add to anything that I'm about to say. Okay? Just raise your hand. I will come to you. Or not come to you, but I will correct you. So, we did have that discussion the other day. I tried to look into it a little bit more to have a little bit better understanding of what does Oriental mean versus Asian and why might it be offensive for Sam and other people. And so originally, as far as what I found, I don't know how well you know the history of the word Orient, but Orient means east. And if you look at it, the original usage of the word Orient actually referred to places like Istanbul and Northern Africa, nothing to do with what maybe we generally would think of. If I hear Orient or Oriental, I think China, Japan, so like very far east. Originally, that's not what it meant. It was like when people from Europe and stuff just started moving east, that's why the Orient Express only goes from Paris to Istanbul, because that was where the Orient was. And then as people moved further and further east, that term Orient kind of moved further and further east to include those other countries. So initially it was just, it's a direction or a region. It is not a people or a culture, which is sometimes how it's used now. Would that be fair to say so far? Yes. Okay. And so the usage and meaning of the word has changed a little bit over time. Now it shouldn't be used as a group of people. It's used as to describe things from an area. So like Oriental rugs.
I have not heard any of that.
Okay, so it would be like an Oriental rug is like from the East. It's not about a culture or a people. However, it is used that way sometimes. Nowadays, especially in America, the term Oriental is considered offensive to many people because it is now used a lot of times to direct towards a culture or a group of people, and because of a lot of the things, this is again what I've read, and you might have a different feel on it, because of what has happened to Asian cultures in America, and you guys doing your NHD projects, and some of you are doing stuff on the internment camps, some of you I think are doing stuff on Chinese building the railroads and stuff like that, how they were treated, it's now kind of seen as an offensive word. To the point of, I even saw that they have stricken the word out of any legal documents in the government. They do not use the word Oriental in that saying. They'll use Asian, but not Oriental anymore. Okay, because it is offensive now. So, and I'll give you just a second to add. So that is one reason we do not want to use it. Like, you may not think that it's offensive, but it clearly is offensive, and after doing a little more research on it, I can completely see why that would be seen as offensive. Okay? Sam, anything to add or from your perspective?
Not only is it just an offensive term, it's also racist. Judging against another race. And then if people don't exactly get the big picture, it's like calling a black person the N-word.
Right. So again, it was never meant as a culture description, originally as an area, and now it is used in that manner. to describe a culture or a race, as you said too. So the definition has not been used the way it originally was. So keep that in mind so that we also understand why, not just that it is offensive, but why it's offensive. It's also important for us to understand. Okay? Do you have anything to add to background of it or
Nothing else.
anything else? Okay. I've explained it okay, like, and whatnot?
Yes.
Okay. So Sam, I apologize for doing that. I, again, am really glad that you made it clear to me that I had crossed the line. I would have hated to have continued doing that if it was bothering you. And to anyone else who may have heard it or me saying it and you found it offensive and didn't say anything about it, I apologize for doing that also. It was certainly not my intent, but again, that doesn't, our intent doesn't mean that's the impact that we're going to give something. So, major lesson, always thinking about what we're saying and I guess who we're saying it with too, and maybe making sure what we're saying is okay for the people that we're saying it to, and not assuming that it's okay. Don.
Could you use Oriental as like a racist term, or maybe call like, yo, what's up, Oriental person? Isn't that kind of like, yo, what's up, Asian person? It's like still the same. Like, how would you use that?
I have, in thinking more about this, and maybe Sam has a better answer than I do, in thinking more about it, where I have heard the term Oriental used in a probably more of a racist or derogatory way, I guess, is you just assume, you're just saying, like, if I say this, see, now I don't know if I want to say this. Because now I'm throwing a stereotype out there, okay? But, so, a stereotype, because I'm going to take it from my experience, okay? You may not have ever experienced this. So a stereotype, this applies to fishing, okay? So a stereotype is that Asian peoples, like, catch everything, they keep everything, they don't, like, fishing-wise, don't follow the rules for sizes and whatever, okay? That's a stereotype. Do all Asians do that? No. Do some? Sure. Do some white people do that? Yes. Like, everybody's breaking the rules. Like, well, not everybody. I didn't mean everybody. But, like, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, whatever. There's people that are breaking the rules, okay? But it's a stereotype. And so, some people, instead of saying, something about specific people, they'll just, you throw the term Orientals out there and just group them all into as Orientals. And so that's kind of where you're now getting into that race type of thing. Orientals isn't even, again, if we look back at the word, it's not even supposed to be about a culture or a group of people. It's an area.
Could you also group them into Asians?
You could, which, well, what do you mean group them into Asians?
It's like, if you're like on a fishing boat and you're like, Orientals. But then you could say, Asians, it's like the same thing.
I think Asians would be the better term. Now, me acting like all Asians do this, that would be wrong, of course. But correct me if I'm wrong here. Referring to them as Asians is more appropriate, or not saying in a negative, like Asians do bad things, but calling them Asians is the appropriate term as opposed to calling them Orientals.
Or
Correct?
even better, Asian Americans if we're living.
If you're here, right. Okay, so I got that straight?
Yes.
Does that make sense, John?
Yeah, but if it was a stereotype, it wouldn't say Asian. Sounds like Asians and Orientals.
No. I'm just saying, some people will do that stereotype towards Asians also. I'm just saying I've heard them, instead of calling them Asians, they call them Orientals.
And they don't
In a
mean
negative
it.
way.
Yeah, they don't mean
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be calling them Orientals at all, is the point, because they're not. They're Asian.
Yeah, I think it's just the stereotype. It's not really like Oriental.
No. I think you're missing the whole stereotype thing. The stereotype had to do with the fishing aspect, not who the people are, whether they're Asian or Oriental. I can explain it to you better after. think everyone
I
else
get it. I
understands.
just like,
Sam, can you get through his head? Did you understand what I was saying? Was I right?
You
I mean,
are
my
right.
explanation of it is so
Yes, a good explanation of it.
I mean, stereotype
I've never done that.
It's so fun. Stereotype, but that's why people already go back and thinking about it. I've heard it as a, maybe they're right about Orientals. You know, it's like when you play French.
Yeah, I used to go all the way across.
So I get it. I mean,
So I had this like really big one to my dad's house, so I used to walk across it and like turn around and walk back across. I can't do that anymore.
Back in the day, I get it.